Happiness leads to success, not the other way around. Build an emotional bank account of positive experiences. Don't make the big decisions when you're in an emotional rut. Happily successful women have a secret. They see fun as an essential element of success. When a woman is both passionate and content with her life and her work, she is the epitome of success. Negative emotion is more psychologically powerful than positive. In fact, it takes about 3 positive experiences to balance the effects of 1 negative experience. Too much negativity in the workplace is detrimental to productivity. It undermines trust and loyalty. In a marriage, says researcher Dr. John Gottman, the positive to negative emotion ratio must be at 5:1 to maintain a healthy relationship and avoid divorce. Cultivating positive emotion is the best success strategy. If you make it out of childhood with a surplus of positive experiences in your emotional bank account, it can soften the blow of adversity and challenges in the future. The more positive emotion you build over time, the more you are able to broaden your scope of thinking, as well as your ability to handle adversity and stress. When you are making an important decision, you want to always make sure you are in a positive state of mind. Let emotions subside, then decide. A burst of positive emotion actually enabled subjects to remember distinguishable features that allowed them to correctly identify subjects. Dr. Ruud Veenhoven showed that being chronically unhappy has the same effect on longevity as smoking cigarettes daily. Successful people take their happiness seriously. 4 qualities of life that comprise overall happiness and well-being. Livability. Livability is about the environments in which you live, work, and play. Life abilities. Life abilities are your personal strengths, knowledge, preparation, flexibility, and potential. They can be developed, explored, and improved upon. Meaning. We find the greatest meaning in life when we live the purpose for which we were divinely created. And that purpose must be good for something or someone beyond you. Satisfaction. This is all about your overall satisfaction with your life. One of the keys to building positive emotion is to know what brings you joy and then be disciplined about incorporating it into your everyday life. Choose joy in the midst of trouble. It is a deliberate choice. Choose a career that gives you daily activity you look forward to. Community well-being is about the actual community you live in and the difference you make in that environment. Choose well. A safe place and surroundings must resonate with your sense of self. Be intentional about building positive emotion in your everyday life. Be aware of the effects of negative emotion. Minimize it, and when it is unavoidable, intentionally engage in activities that boost your positive emotion in order to undo some of the effects. Resilience can only be tested in the face of challenges. The woman who never accepts a challenge never knows how resilient she is. If you intentionally change what you say to yourself, you will change your reactions. You have the power to change how you feel, what you say, and what you do by intentionally changing what you think. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23 verse 7. Trigger leads to thoughts, which leads to reactions. Voluntarily limit your choices rather than evaluating every available option. We are a nation that celebrates freedom of choice, but too much choice can limit you more than it frees you. The key is to understand your priorities and needs and clarify the ultimate goal of any given choice. Lower your expectations about the outcome of any given decision. If you lower your expectation about what you believe a decision will give you, you can often see more clearly and even remove some of the intensity and anxiety over the decision. Make your decisions irreversible. This is another counterintuitive strategy, but research shows it works. When you make your decision irreversible, you are less likely to second-guess yourself or look for ways out. Instead, you stick with it and find ways to be content with it. Stop comparing your decision with everyone else's. A successful woman's thought process creates fulfillment. Happily successful women manage their thoughts around their decisions in such a way as to minimize regret. Rather than insisting on perfection for every single task and project, be clear about which projects you can truly afford to spend more time perfecting and which ones will be fine to set lower minimum standards for. Spend time before a decision clarifying what you want. Don't look at too many options. The more options you consider, the more opportunity there is for the sort of comparisons that lead to regret. Be vigilant about limiting your choices so that you do not become overwhelmed, which can lead to paralysis. Focus on the good in your choices, not the bad. Owning your decisions is about embracing your life as it currently stands and embracing your power to make new decisions. But happily successful women don't play that game of false humility. They look back over their lives and acknowledge the major decision points that have led them to where they stand today. Noticing bad decisions can even help you see patterns you may want to break. You can make a conscious choice to break those patterns, but only if you notice them. Noticing them requires this type of self-reflection. By intentionally noticing your poor choices and decisions, you can see patterns in your behavior that may be sabotaging your success. Start owning your choices and you'll be empowered to truly own your life. You will be less likely to feel sorry for yourself because you will finally see that you are not a victim of circumstance, but rather a person who can choose how to respond to circumstances that come her way. When you are clear about your values, standards, and needs, the opportunity to make a conscious choice in any given circumstance becomes clear. You don't have to entertain every option that comes your way. Making a choice to stick with your decisions once you've made them can help alleviate regret by shifting your focus from how you could have made a different choice in the past to how you can make the most of your choice in the present. This process is about raising your awareness of the thoughts that come to you and the ones that you choose to entertain. Making a choice that your decisions are final is a strategy that conserves energy and creates stability rather than second guessing. Focus on progress, not perfection. Set your minimum standard and stop when you meet it. If you must perfect something, perfect your top priority. Take a moment to identify all the choices you make on a daily or weekly basis that you could make a blanket decision about now. For example, could you create a weekly or monthly menu and repeat it indefinitely? Make a decision once and repeat that choice for a specified period of time. Automate your frequent choices and free up your energy to focus on what really matters. Recognize that having choices is good for your well-being, but too many choices can be overwhelming. Be intentional about clarifying your standards and needs so you can satisfy more and maximize less. Strong relationships increase your resilience. Daily social interaction is essential for your well-being. Successful women collaborate, communicate, and celebrate each other. You can't make a change until you stop hiding your challenge and begin sharing it. Be honest about where you are and actively seek to learn from the experiences of other like-minded people. Our sense of meaning and purpose is fulfilled in relationship to our impacts on others. The most successful women are those who have built positive relationships that form a personal and enduring community of family, friends, colleagues, and neighbors. If your mentor of choice was sitting with you right now, what would you want to know? 1. What is the best decision you have ever made? 2. What's the worst decision you ever made? 3. If there was one thing you wish you'd known when you started, what would it be? 4. When you face a setback or disappointment, what do you do? Successful people are often those who can see the good even when things go badly. 5. What is the wisest step you think I could take in my career right now? Be open to constructive criticism and feedback. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Make it your success strategy to not go it alone. Choose your relationships intentionally and nurture them consistently. Most people who are driven to success have had some kind of major painful thing happen at some point in their lives. But in spite of the pain, they have the resilience to push forward. Dr. Laura King, a researcher at Southern Methodist University, has confirmed that writing through traumatic life experiences is a powerful strategy for getting through difficult times and even learning from them. Writing is a tool for processing events, and this act of processing proves to be therapeutic. After writing earnestly and from the heart, writing can sometimes give you a third-person experience. Putting experiences on the page, and especially rereading those experiences, makes you a witness to your own life. One of the exercises she prescribes that leads to positive emotion and health benefits is to write about your best possible future self. You simply write about your life in the future using present tense. Imagine what your best possible self is like at some given point in the future. Write as vividly and specifically as you can about your best possible self. Envision yourself there. Get into the habit of putting your thoughts on paper. Her journaling led her directly to her passion and purpose in life. There is a thoroughness to your thought process that occurs through writing that doesn't occur when you simply sit and think about your challenges and goals. Successful women know the power of written word. Write often, daily if you can. Just do it consistently. As a success strategy, it will be worth it. Writing at a specific time and on specific days can become a personal method you use to develop self-control, slow down, and be more intentional about your life. Success is intentional, and writing is a powerful way to be intentional. The answers you need to experience your potential and navigate the challenges and opportunities you face lie within you, not me. The difference between women who succeed at high levels and those who do not is their ability to muster courage and keep fear from dictating their actions or the lack thereof. One of the most important questions you can answer in the face of fear is, what if? Never allow a what if question to linger and intimidate you without facing it head on and answering. Writing a goal down on paper dramatically increases the likelihood you will achieve it. Writing about your life goals is good for your health and has been proven to strengthen your immune system.